It's okay to be submitted to a pastor. It is okay. It is perfectly fine to be submitted to leadership. I just want to encourage somebody today because you're paying attention to what's going on social media. You're listening to different YouTube videos. You're seeing different videos on TikTok about how leadership, pastors are not a necessity, and you can pretty much do it on your own. It is perfectly okay to be submitted to leadership. I don't believe that that saying is a saying that has not been around. I just think we live in times or in the time now where things are enhanced. Things are enhanced because we have social media, and social media works wonders. It works wonders for the bad, and it also works wonders for the good. It's just in all how you use it, all in how you use it, excuse me. And I just want to encourage someone today because you're weary. You're weary at the fact that you see everybody else being elevated and you think it's an issue with your leadership. You think it's an issue with being submitted because there are also people that you personally know that you see being elevated. And you're wondering, okay, well, when is my time? When is the leader going to see it for me? Maybe it's time for me to go somewhere else. Maybe I shouldn't be here. Maybe I should be doing it on my own. Don't let the enemy trick you into believing that the house that God ordained you to be at and the leadership that God ordained you to be underneath is a reason why you're not being elevated. There's absolutely nothing wrong with being submitted to a good leader. Yes, I know some of us have had different experiences when it comes to the church and leadership in the church. I don't want to be insensitive to that. But what I do want to say is that there's nothing wrong with being submitted to leadership. Matter of fact, some of your blessings, some of your blessings are going to come because of your submission to leadership. No, your leadership is not meant to be worshiped. Your pastor is not meant to be worshiped. You are not supposed to be worshiping your pastor. But just because you're submitted to them doesn't mean you worship them. I know that's a narrative that a lot of people try to spin. But just because you're submitted to your leadership and you trust the God in them does not mean you worship them. Doesn't mean that. So I just want to encourage you today to stay submitted to the leadership that God, listen to what I'm saying. I didn't say the leadership that man. I said the leadership that God. I didn't say the leadership that flesh. I didn't say the leadership that emotion. I said stay underneath the leadership that God has ordained you to be underneath. Because if God ordained it, there's a blessing in it. If God ordained it, there's a blessing in it. You have no choice but to grow if God ordained it. And some of us we're underneath great leadership. We're growing spiritually, but we are consumed with everybody else's timing when it comes to elevation. And that's what's causing us to be weary. And we're allowing weariness to drive us into comparison. Let me give you another secret. People post on social media, or it is possible for people to post on social media what they want you to see. It's possible for people to post on social media the pictures, the videos, the flyers, the good things that they want you to see. Very seldomly do people post the process as well as the good stuff. So before you allow your emotions to be swayed, before you allow your flesh to take control, continue to stay in the presence of God. Because if God has led you to that house, if God has led you to be underneath that leadership, he did it for a reason. God is not a God of a mistake. He doesn't make mistakes. We do that. Okay? So be encouraged this morning. If you like content like this, as always, you can subscribe to my channel because there definitely will be more. All right. I hope everyone has a blessed day. Peace to you.